All right, check it out. Welcome back. It's Whiskey Six. Was on a call the other night with a couple friends of mine. We were having some pours, had a Zoom call, live in the Carolinas. We were just hanging out, and a friend of mine's brother is a Scotch guy, and he was hanging out with us, drinking some Scotch. I've had Scotch a few times. It's never something I've really dabbled into a whole lot. But I made him a promise. I promised him that I would give this Ardbeg 10-year a try. So, you know what? I'm just going to come and fulfill my promise. This is from Scottish Isle Islay. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So let's go ahead and bust this thing open and see what it's got. Maybe I'll get into a little bit of Scotch here and there as well while I do this. So let's see this thing. Oh, fancy, fancy. Very nice. Nice green bottle. Ardbeg, the ultimate Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, guaranteed 10 years old, non-chill filtered. Sea spray, tarry rope, immense smoky intensity. Very nice sound there. This is 46% alcohol by volume. Again, from Isle of Islay. Our distillery lies at the most southerly part of Islay, and our malt was revered around the world as the peatiest, smokiest, most complex whiskey of them all. All right. Let's see if I can even get into this thing. Yeah. Well, let's see. It's definitely going to be worth drinking. I can tell because it's not easy to get into. There we go. Now we're on to something. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's let that get some air. Pour it in here. Again, Ardbeg 10-year, the ultimate Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. Let's dabble in here. A little pour of this. Definitely not the color I'm accustomed to going into that glass, but let's see. Let's see what we got. All right, so here goes. We're gonna journey off into the Scotch world for a little bit. What do we have here? Whoa. Woo! Yowzer. What even is that? Scotch fans, tell me, what is that? Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to take a minute. So I'm trying to assume that's the peat that they talk about. What was this saying on here? Peatiest, smokiest, most complex whiskey of them all. Well, it's definitely smoky. It's definitely peaty. Yeah, it's definitely got all of that going on for sure. I mean, again, so the lack of Scotch experience there, that is a very strong smell to it indeed. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Let's give this thing a taste and see what it's all about. Ardbeg 10, again, this was recommended to me by a friend of mine from North Carolina. So cheers to everyone, and definitely cheers to him. Let's try this. Yeah, well, there's a good mouthfeel, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that's going to be an acquired taste. That's just different. I've been drinking bourbon and whiskey and of that nature for quite a while. Huge fan of that. This would definitely be something that I'm going to have to give it a few tries, which, you know, I got this whole bottle here, so we'll give it a few more tries on down the road here and see what we come up with. All right, down the hatch. Let's go. Okay, so we tried it. Ardbeg 10-year. I'm going to see if maybe I can adjust my palate a little bit, expand my horizons, and see if I can't join some Scotch friends of mine now and then for a few pours of this Scottish goodness. But anyway, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Probably going to go back to the bourbon for a bit after this, and then revisit later down the road. But thanks again.